Hey up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Tonight's video is going to be my round 5 review of the Parramatta Eels match against Penrith at Bankwest Stadium. So Parramatta going into the match, we're on a 4-game winning streak, best start of the season since 1993, and Penrith were also undefeated. They had 3 wins and a draw against Newcastle. So going into the match, it was I reckon if there was fans allowed this match, that would have been a sellout. It was against 2 informed teams, and in that first 10 minutes was all Parramatta. We had all the ball against Penrith, but we just couldn't score a try. We had 1 disallowed, which was fair, it was a push. And then down the other end, Penrith I think had a fair try disallowed. Dean Varvey did score a try, but these days all you have to do is just slightly nudge or touch someone when you're jumping for the ball and it's given a no try. And then after that, it was all Penrith. Penrith had all the ball. They got a couple of repeat sets, and then they ended up scoring 2 tries, one of which was through Josh Mansour. So he doesn't score a try for 14 months, and then he scores a try last week, and then he scores another one. So I guess that's how rugby league works sometimes. And then going into half time, we were down 10-0. We looked really flat, we looked uninterested, we dropped the ball a couple of times. Michael Jennings in particular threw a forward pass and dropped the ball. Second half, it was more of the same, except that we had more of the ball. We were attacking their goal line a lot, but Penrith were defending quite well. And around about the 50th, the 60th minute mark, I went, this is just going to be one of those games where we're going to throw everything at Penrith and we're just not going to break them and they're just going to hold on. And then all of a sudden, 3 tries in about 6 minutes. It was like Parramatta were asleep. They were going, and then they've gone, huh? What? Oh, yeah, there's a game on, we have to start playing. So they scored the first try through Wonga Blake. Then Wonga Blake for the second try made a break, passed it back on the inside of Clint Gutherson and he scored. And then Ryan Mattison scored to make it 16 points to 10. So I bet you a lot of people out there were kind of going, where did this come from? And then towards the end of the match, you had Dylan Brown sin binned right into your full time for a professional foul, and we ended up holding on for the win. Now I was listening to the game on 2GB, streaming it through the radio. For some reason, even though I'm over in England, I can still stream the 2GB matches for some strange reason. So I remember around about the 50th, the 60th minute mark, Darryl Broman said that, you know, when you get a team that defends the way that Penrith's doing it, you can only do it for so long before you eventually crack. And I think Penrith managed to hold out for 60 minutes. They defended valiantly for 60 minutes. And then once we scored that first try through Wonga Blake, the floodgates kind of opened there. And after that, Penrith were really under the pump and we just managed to see it out with a full-time Simon. I thought a lot of our players in that second half played quite well. Wonga Blake is probably my man of the match for this game. He come back to haunt his old club, same as Micah Sivo and Regan Campbell-Gillard. All 3 of them come back to haunt Penrith on this occasion. You can see that in some ways Penrith did a Parramatta. They took a page out of our book from years gone by, and they've kind of choked under pressure, and they've choked when they really should have won the game. Because I think for that first 60 minutes, Penrith were the better team, and then our attack eventually just cracked them. This is Parramatta's best start to a season since 1986. Of course, as many of you probably know, it's the last time that Parramatta won a premiership. There's still a long way to go. Premierships are not won at this time of the year. You have to play every match. The real season, in my opinion, starts in the finals. So what we're doing at the moment is just a bit of an audition. And if we do make the finals, then that's when the real season starts, and that's when the results really matter. Next week we play against Eastern Suburbs, Sydney Roosters. It's going to be another really tough match. We don't have a good record against the Sydney Roosters, Eastern Suburbs. It's going to be interesting to see how we go. Of course, the Eastern Suburbs play on Sunday against Canterbury Bankstown, so I'll be seeing how they play against them. Even though I think that they'll win, I'm pretty sure all the Parramatta players as well will be watching the video on that and see how they play. I thought that the refereeing tonight was a bit of payback for last week in some ways because of how we won the match, because there was an incident in the first half where Penrith, there was like a double knock on, and then Josh Mansour run 30 metres down the field and it was advantage, and then the referee said that there was no advantage, and then Penrith ended up getting a couple of sets and went down our end of the field and scored off that bad decision. But I guess, as I said last week, it all evens up out in the end. So I'm really happy with the way that Parramatta's playing at the moment. 5 wins in a row. You can't ask for any more. Very, very pleased. But we'll see how we go next week against Eastern Suburbs. So that's my review of the Parramatta Eels round 5 match against Penrith. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click that like button. If you're enjoying the content that I'm making, click that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you get an email when I do a new video. And as always, everyone, catch us all later. I hope you have a smashing weekend and enjoy watching the Rugby League. Alright, tatty bye.